Hey everyone, my name is Saish and welcome to Yasin School's Test Driver Challenge tutorial series. In the next few videos, I'll help you get started on your Test Driver Challenge journey and share with you a few tips, recommendations, and suggestions that will prepare you to make the next fastest test driver car. So let's get started. In today's video, we are going to look at three main points: downloading Fusion 360, using the template file, and exploring Fusion 360. So let's head on to the F1 School's talk website. On this website, you will find all the necessary resources to help you create your next test driver challenge car. To start off, we first need the Fusion 360 software. So let's get on step 1. Here you'll find links for you to download the software onto your computer. Since you're a student, we'll click on Student Teacher Individual Software. This will now open up Autodesk's website where you can download your Fusion 360 software. Once you click on Get Started, this will take you to a page where it will ask you to create your education account. For the purpose of this challenge, you can either go ahead and create an education account and fill in your details, or you can also download a trial version of Fusion 360. Head to the Autodesk website where you can download Fusion 360 free trial and simply follow the steps. Once you have installed your software, it should look something like this. Next, let's go ahead and download our Test Driver Challenge template file. Click on Design Your Own Car. On this article, you can find a test driver car template. Click on Fusion 360 Test Driver Car Template. Now in here, simply download this file. Open up Fusion 360. Now, in order to use the file that you have just downloaded, we first need to create a project. On the top left, we have something called a data panel. This is where all your projects are shown. Click on New Project. Type in your project name. So I'm just going to type in Yasin Schools and hit Enter. Once you hit Enter, you can find your projects in your All Projects list. My first recommendation is to go ahead and pin this project. What this will make sure is that your project is available on the top whenever you need it. Double click on your project, and now this is where we need to upload our template file. So go ahead and click Upload. There are two ways to upload the template file into your project. One is by clicking on Select Files, or the other way is to drag and drop. So today, I'm just going to drag and drop my file which I've downloaded. So here's the folder where I've stored my file. All I need to do is select the file, drag it to Fusion 360, and drop it there. Let's go ahead and minimize this. In Fusion 360, you can now see Test Driver Car Template v1.0. The file type should be F3D. Once this is done, go ahead and click on Upload. Depending upon your internet speed, this process might or might not take time. Wait for the file to upload to the platform, and once it is done, it will say complete. Close this dialog box. And now you can see the Test Driver Car template on the left-hand side. Drop-down menu beside it saying V1 is basically the version of the file that you are working on. So to open the file, double-click on the file. Now once the file is open, we don't need the data panel anymore, so go ahead and click Close Data Panel. In here, before we actually start working with the car itself, let's go ahead and explore some options within Fusion 360. So on the top, we have our workspace panel where you can change your options based on what workspace you're working in. So for example, right now we are in design workspace, which allows you to use all of these incredible options, which allow you to sketch, which allow you to extrude, revolve, and we'll be looking at them very shortly. There are other options such as render, animation, simulation, and this is something that you can explore yourself and try to understand how it works. Now let's go ahead and choose our design workspace, and under the design workspace you have our browser tree, which is basically your entire project broken up into individual components which give you an idea of what is contained in that particular project. Now the first setting that we're going to deal with is our document settings. So click on the drop down arrow near beside the document settings and make sure that your units are in millimeter. If they are not in millimeter, we need to change that. So click on the change active unit. On the right hand side, you will see a unit type where if it's not millimeter, change it back to millimeter and click on OK. Since mine is already millimeter, I'm just going to hit cancel. Once you have set this, the next bit of information that we're going to look at is actually the model itself and how this entire design that you're looking at in front of you is made up of different components. So the first bit we're going to look at is the test driver template. If you click on the drop down arrow beside it, this will open up all of the components that are in this particular design. So for example, we have axles, and if you see, if I take my mouse over this particular component, it gets highlighted into the design itself. If I click on it, it will get highlighted in blue, which is it's called a permanent highlight. Now, along with these options, you can also go through all the other options, all the other components that you have in this particular model. So we have the axles, the axle bushes, the wheels themselves, and the screw eyes. Now, there's one component over here, which is called the CO2 cartridge. Now, in order to see the CO2 cartridge, we need to actually revolve the model. In order to revolve the model, it's very simple. You can either choose the orbit option at the bottom, click on the orbit option and just drag your mouse across. Or the other way to do it is click on the cube on the top right, and you can drag that cube as well in order to move the model around. Now our objective over here was to actually see the CO2 cartridge. Let's zoom in over here. Now, looking at the model, I cannot really see the cartridge over there. Let me deselect the cartridge. Yeah, there is no cartridge in there. So where is the cartridge? In order to see the CO2 cartridge, we actually need to show the component. And how do we know it's not being showed right now? Is because of this option over here, which is called the show hide option, which allows you to either show or hide any component in your design. So click on show, which is denoted by an eye icon. And now you can actually see your cartridge in there. In order to go back to the main view, go to the cube on the top right and just simply click on the home icon, which will take you back to the default view. You can use this home icon if you are ever lost in your design and you don't know where your model is. This will reorientate your model to the middle of your screen so that you can start over again.